いきます。VKanon's KiDoAiRaku Konnichiwa! Hi everyone, V here as always from Tokyo, Japan. Oh my god, I woke up so late today. I woke up at 11:30 and now I'm doing the recording at 12:30 and I need to leave in like half hour. I put on makeup in a rush, but okay. Alright, so this is the 7th episode of VKanon's KiDoAiRaku, the second one in June, I guess. Okay, so I don't have much to talk for the opening, but I have a lot to talk for VKanon's update. I have been making lots of noise in my own personal Facebook account. So without further ado, let's go to VKanon's update. It's time for VKanon's update. And for VKanon's update today, I'll be talking I for Imposter. Or maybe you can say I for identity stealing or I for internet. So last week, someone messaged me in Facebook that there's this account that has been using my pictures without my permission. I guess we can say that this person is trying to act as if it's me, although the person is not using hi I'm V, hi I'm VKanon, but still it is not something that is ethically right. I mean, using my pictures without my permission is copying, right? The first thing that I did is of course to report the account, and then I posted in Facebook that hey, there's this person who is using my pictures so that I can get help as well from people around me. I'm very thankful to everyone's support for reporting, whether it's in the post, whether it's in the profile itself. But after doing that for like one day, it didn't change at all. The person still keep on posting my photos until the same person who messaged me about this account started commenting on the fake account that hey, stop using this person's photo. I'm very thankful again for that, because it's so sad to know that Facebook report button just doesn't work at all. I got into this discussion with my partner. We got to the point that this account must be a fake account. It means like someone is using it, but that person is not really using it for, let's say, sharing information or being in contact with friends. This person is just using it as an account to like other people's posts, which means like it's a part of a like farm, because the written caption of the pictures just don't make sense at all. It doesn't seem to be something that a person with good vocabulary will write. Even the Japanese version is like yoroshiku oneishimasu ga kedo. What are you trying to say? So even though we reported to Facebook, we are very sure that Facebook won't do anything about it, because Facebook, or more like I think big companies like that, will only care if the posts have something to do with, let's say, violence or discrimination, the kind that will give them good image to the media. But something as minor as my problem, I believe they just won't do anything about it. No matter how much everyone reported it, it says that no, this person does not go against our community rights. Like, what the fuck? And then I'm sorry, I should have blipped up. And then the other one is that when my friend report this person is posting as my friend, they just got a notification that they will contact me right away. But on the other hand, I didn't get any messages from Facebook. Facebook doesn't even bother asking me, hey, is this you? So it's like, what? So far from my side, besides blocking this person and this person's second account with the same name, I also blocked a few accounts that I think are similar case with this account. I mean, like these pictures that I post, will you really write in your profile about it 100% real account? Okay. I also tried blocking them from my Facebook page, because I believe they took my photos from both my Facebook page as well as my personal profile, but I just can't do it from my Facebook page because Facebook page sucks, honestly speaking. Those who have been using Facebook page, the business side, I'm sure a lot of people have been complaining that since the last maybe 1 or 1.5 year, since they keep on updating the business suit, it just doesn't do very well. Even for me, when I want to schedule my posts, it's just very complicated. Like, it's better for me to just take 5 minutes of the day I want to post something to just post it right away instead of doing the scheduled post, especially when it comes to video. So this person also used cosplayer CU's photo, and then after Lenny commented that please don't use this person's photo, so I guess the person already realized that I'm being eyed on. The person changed profile picture and changed the cover picture as well. The cover picture used to be my picture. Oh, what the heck. So another thing that I find funny is that after I blocked the person, I can't see the person's post anymore, which I think is like, isn't that funny? I'm trying to block that person from seeing my profile, but doesn't mean that I don't want to see the person's profile. There's another one when I report the person's post for imposing other or false information. Facebook just say, if you don't like this person's post, just hide this person's post. I'm like, what the heck? That's not the point. Oh, okay. Last week was actually a lot of kind of mental stress for me. I also had like personal issue as well. I believe the person is still using another people's photo. That's my VKanon's update. I hope it's amusing. Oh, I will be talking about what I just received in Japan. And my friend has just opened an online shop in Japan that sells Indonesia's food. So I got my craving solved for spicy snacks. I'm just getting ready for panas dalam. I will keep on drinking water. Okay. So let's go to the main talk. Moga moga time desu yo. Alright, it's moga moga time. So today I'll be introducing another drink. This is a melon juice. I mentioned that 2 or 3 weeks ago, I actually bought a lot of drinks from Lawson. This is one of it, which is melon juice. When it comes to summer, beside watermelon, melon is also very famous in Japan. That's why we start to see more melon related sweets as well. Although melon bread is in Japan the whole season. Okay, so without further ado, this is half of my lunch. I already had 2 slices of pizza, which is from yesterday. And like this much of cola, which is also from yesterday. Let's see. I will only drink this kind of juice in Japan, I think, because usually other places make me feel like there's just too much sugar. Whoosh! Hi, itadakimasu. Oishii! There's the melon kanikuiri, which means that the part of melon, the meat size of melon will be inside, and yes, it's really inside. I can bite it. But one thing about melon juice, well, this is not my first melon juice. The problem about melon juice is that it's not forever sweet. There's a bit of bitterness and a bit of sourness in it. I guess it's because it's fresh melon. It's like, the texture is like aloe, something like that, aloe vera. But no, because of the sourness and the bitterness, although it means that it's natural, I don't think I'll get this anymore. But it's very fresh to drink under the heat, under the sunlight, because even though it's just June, now we already reached like 30 degrees Celsius, which is already pretty much like summer for us. Well, summer in Tokyo, although it's not as hot as in Indonesia can go to like what, 37, 38, 39. Tokyo so far is only like 30, but then the humidity is like super high. So in no time, I just get wet. But well, I start to wear more summerly clothes, and summerly clothes make me realize, I love dressing up, I love light clothing, and it just makes me feel more fashionable. No layers. Alright, time for the main talk. I'll be continuing the alphabet keyword talk. Today, after I for Indonesia, I for internet, I for imposter, I for identity stealing, I'll be talking about J for Japan! Yay! So I've been living in Japan for 3 years, since 2019. And this is my very first experience of living alone because back in Singapore I actually live not really alone because I have a roommate and I have housemates, and there's the landowner that stays at the same house, and there's also helper that actually cleaned the room and did laundry. As everyone can probably see, can probably imagine, I'm living my best life now. I think my time now is the happiest time ever in my life. Very, very grateful and very, very thankful for it. That's why my mom would say, "You always look so happy." Well, I have lots of reasons to be happy, thankfully. And of course, I want to stay happy, I want to stay strong, I want to keep on smiling. Okay, so for Japan, just like Indonesia, I'll be talking about what makes me happy, angry, sad, and enjoy. Start from happy. When it comes to Japan, what makes me the happiest is actually the safety, because in Indonesia, I can't really walk alone, whether it's daytime, whether it's nighttime. But in Japan, I'm pretty much free. I can go anywhere by myself. So I did mention that last week I got a bit down, mentally down. Well, the imposter thing is one thing, and then there's my also personal issue. So one thing that made me resurrect. One thing that made me happy again is actually last Saturday when I had the chance to do window shopping by myself. I actually an introvert. I really need to charge my social battery. Me time is actually very, very important for me. Well, doing this radio is also a part of my me time. My me time. That's why I really enjoy this recording. That's what makes me happy the most in Japan is the feeling of safety, and yes, being able to do what I want to do by myself. Go to concerts alone, I can go to amusement park alone, karaoke alone. I did watching movie alone as well. I did go to buffet alone, helps my social battery charging a lot. We also have lots of beautiful parks. Even in Tokyo, even though it's a very busy city, there can always be big park around. I always post them in my blog. Alright, what makes me angry? Well, what makes me angry can't really make me angry. It's actually very crowded train. I mean, even though we are in lockdown right now, we are in state of emergency right now, the train is still super crowded. Of course, for those who can do telework, there's of course the choice of like staying home or leaving the office or go to the office when it's not the rush hour. But of course I can't do that, so sometimes the crowded train does make me frustrated, especially during summer when I just feel like wearing more heels. I'm very afraid of getting my foot stuck. Yes, that's about it, I guess. Well, I talk about was it difficult to choose what I want to wear during my first year of being in Japan? Well, I guess I was kind of upset that I couldn't really wear more heels. I couldn't bring lighter bags sometime, but well, what makes me happy should make me happier than what makes me angry. Although Indonesia so spoiled me with traveling everywhere with car, the joy of walking around Tokyo City plus when I was in Singapore still win. Though it's like doesn't make sense for me to get driving license since driving is also not cheap in Tokyo, starting from getting car, paying parking fee and gas and maintenance. But still, I can't really be angry with Japan. And for sad, well, this is actually quite a reason, and this may be quite dangerous to talk about. Well, what makes me sad is Japan's way of handling coronavirus. Well, last year, when the infection rate is lower than this year, they canceled the Olympic. But this year, when the infection rate is even worse than before, they still want to let Olympic go. And the vaccination rate is super slow. Well, I'm quite surprised that I already got my vaccine coupon though for Nakanoku, for Nakano Ward. There are parts of Tokyo that haven't got it. Comparing to Indonesia where my family already got both shots, and then there's also my friend who went back to Indonesia for almost 2 months and she already completed her 2 shots first and then she will decide to come back to Japan. But of course I can't spend that much time. So yes, Japan's handling coronavirus situation is quite sad, especially the forcing of doing Olympic. And what I enjoy about Japan? Oh, there's a lot. What I enjoy is what that makes me can stay long in Japan. Well, there's safety, there's good food, although lately I've been complaining about Japan's food because it's getting a bit bland as I miss strong flavors, strong spice from Indonesia, but I still love white rice more than bread. So yes, I enjoy Japan's food a lot. I also enjoy onsen. I enjoy hot spring. I'm so lucky that the gym I'm going, there's a hot spring there. I also enjoy traveling around Japan. I also enjoy walking around Japan. Of course, getting wet and sweaty during summer is not really what I love, or being super cold during winter is not really what I love. But then overall, walking around Japan is also something very enjoyable. All the fall seasons in Japan is always beautiful. Well, I just love Japan. Nihon daisuki da yo. Next come K. I actually contemplated for K. I wanted to talk about kids because they are who I'm facing the most lately since I'm a teacher. But I also want to mention Katamino, which is one of the puzzles that we use in class, as in the place I'm teaching right now. So when it comes to kids, I was actually not fond of kids. Let's say 5 years ago, I have very little experience with kids. So I was also super surprised that I can have good chemistry with my kids right now. Maybe it's aging, I don't know. Because I had the same feeling with pets or with animal. I'm afraid of getting ignored. But when I'm a teacher, the kids already know, this is a person I should listen to. That makes it easier for communication to be done. But yes, I used to say that I don't like kids because I'm also a kid myself. I'm still not good with taking care of them. Of course, I need to overcome that for my current job, and I love a lot of my kids. It feels like whenever class ends, I just feel like hugging them, letting them. Thank you for focusing so much today. Thank you for doing your best. So of course, there's not only the plus point when it comes to kids, they're super cute, but of course there's the harder to control kids as well, which are the more selfish kids. Maybe I was like that when I was young. Hey! We are trying to teach them programming logic, although it's more like logical thinking about how to solve a problem. That's why we are using lots of puzzle games as well as online material. And here I'm going to introduce one of it, which is called as Katamino. So this is Katamino. It's a puzzle game. First thing first, when we got this, take out all the parts. And this is the one that adjusts the level. The easiest level will be level 3. There are actually 12 levels. So how to play this game is, it's level 3. We can pick whichever part we want to fill the 3 blocks. For example, I will take orange, pink, green, and tea. And once it's set, we can go to the next level. If the kid is clever during their first interaction with this, they will right away just pick yellow and then just put it in. Hint for this Katamino is that once you have cleared a perfect rectangle, it's better to destroy it first and then try to think again, because there's nothing that can really fit just these 2 blocks. For example, I do 8. This may take some time. Let's see. Oh, done! Something like this. Okay. Well, this is actually one of the materials we use in class. Although it's not compulsory for me to buy it, I just feel like buying it because I just love this kind of games as well. It usually gets harder as we reach level 10. So as a teacher, I already remember the level 12. Duh, I need to clean up after the kids. Here it comes. There's another way of using this, which is, well, we have the instruction manual here. Here we can actually choose, there's the last level 12 answer. And then here there's also like, let's say penta 3. So we pick these 3 blocks and then I'll just tell the kid, can you fill the 3 blocks with only these 3 blocks? There's also that kind of way. And then there's actually the bigger version of it. There's also like parts where we can just put this and then make shapes, like make animal shapes, something like that. Well, I just enjoy doing something like this with my kids because these kids make me realize there's more than one answer. And of course, these kids show me that just by coming to the school for once a week, most of the kids have come for like 6 months, 7 months. They already show so much improvement. So yes, seeing kids actually make me learn as well. That's why I enjoy my time with my kids. Learning while doing is truly something rewarding, right? Alright, Alright, it's ending time. I'm sorry if I sound so in a rush today because I am in a rush. Thank you for listening. I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode as well. I really hope that this podcast can be something that everyone can look forward to every week. So the next episode, VKanon KiDoAiRaku number 8, will be published on the 25th June. Oh my god, June is gone and I haven't do a single course test this month. Well, this week is also a busy week for me as I will have more early mornings. It's okay, I can go through this. I already finished talking about 2020 in my blog. Yes, at last I can move on to 2021 after 6 months. Please stay tuned to my pages, Instagram, Facebook. I will of course be updating my Twitter and my blog with January 2021 very soon. I didn't prepare any short song cover, but I'll be doing my Nihongo Hitakoto, my Japanese one phrase. Here it goes. 今週も一緒に頑張りましょう Let's do our best together as well this week. I really need that. I need to stay strong, need to stay happy, need to stay healthy, need to stay... Well, I guess keep it up. Keep it up. Thank you for listening. This was me. Lots of love from Tokyo always. 聞いてくれてありがとね。